Hey stars, welcome to my channel, Shae.equilibrium. My name is Natasha, and the focus of my channel is maintaining a balance in our everyday lives. So today we're going to be talking about 4 ways to balance our time. And I'm just going to jump right into it. If you know anything about this channel, you know that we are all about planning. Plan, plan, plan. And I will say it again. Prior proper planning prevents poor performance. I have some videos here that you can take a look at that will be talking about how to go about balancing 2024, and I also have a short dealing with time. So I want you to take a look at those things because they're very important in regards to balancing our time. So the first thing about balancing your time is to make sure that you plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Now, in regards to planning, there are some things that you must do when you're planning. You have to take into consideration various things. One of those things is you must take into consideration your spiritual life, going to church, right? What role is that going to play in your plan? Make sure that you schedule that in your plan. You must also take consideration of your family, your friends, your work, and also never forget to also plan for yourself, self-care. So in planning, you're taking into consideration various things to begin to plan. Once you have figured out what your plan is, what is your plan for your life in various areas of your life, then you want to put in place a routine. Yes, you want to make sure that you have a routine established. And this routine, it must be realistic. Don't go making up stuff or putting things on in your routine that doesn't make sense for you. In my other video where I talk about making a change, I talked to you, or actually it's about goal setting. I spoke to you and I told you about how important it is to make sure that your goals are achievable and realistic and time bound. So all of this plays a role when we're talking about our routine, right? When you have your routine set in place, make sure that you are realistic with it. Don't set yourself up to fail. Don't put too much things on your routine that you're unable to meet everything that you have set for yourself. Be realistic with it. Is it achievable? Can you actually do all these things? Because you want to put in place something that is doable, that you can begin to create a routine for yourself, something that you can do until it becomes natural, second nature to you. And that's when you know that you are really hitting it and you're coming into where you want to be regarding your time management and balancing that all out. Set a routine. So the first thing we want to make sure that we do is to create the plan, execute the plan by putting in place a routine. So the third thing on our list is to make sure that you know when you have achieved those goals. How are you going to know that you have reached the desired results? So that you are not feeling disappointed, you're not feeling depressed that you weren't able to hit them. Sometimes we get on ourselves because we don't know when we actually reach that goal. So if you have on your plate and you say, listen, my routine for the day is going to be, I will make sure that I wake up in the morning and the first thing I'm going to do is make my bed. And then the second thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that I go before the Lord in prayer. And then the third thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that I go inside of the bathroom and take care of myself and put in place whatever things that you need to do. Now, when you leave your house, if you're like, oh man, you know what? I didn't make up that bed properly enough. I didn't spend enough time before the Lord. I didn't meet my goal. Then what was your desired result? Did you want your bed to be made up crisp? Then you need to make sure that you put in place that routine so that you can have the time to do that. What do you consider time before the Lord? Is it a certain amount of time? Then you need to put in place that time so that you know when you have reached that desired result, and then you can begin to check those things off of your list. You want to be able to know when you are successful. Not only to be able to know when you are successful, but to know when you have reached your goal and you have actually met the desired results, so that you can begin to enhance, improve, or add on to that particular goal or routine that you have put in place for yourself. If everything is coming easy, you just got to mix it up a little bit. When life becomes too easy, okay, I need to add a little something in there and make that change. And check that video out. You want to sprinkle a little spice in your day. So even though we're setting a routine for ourselves and we're meeting and knowing that we have that desired results, we're doing that because we also want to be able to kind of tweak it every now and then so that we are also improving ourselves. So we have number one. In regards to balancing out our time, we need to make sure we have a plan. We need to make sure that we have met the desired results. So once we have do that, we're going on to number 4, because we're the little choo-choo train. Choo-choo, choo-choo. I think I can, until we say, I know I can. So what we're going to do for number 4 is we are going to anticipate distractions. Distractions. Know the things that's going to throw you off track ahead of time before they do. Know the things that sometimes sabotage the plan that you have put in place for yourself. So therefore you can block them, right? We want to block some distractions in 2024. You want to be able to say, you know what? I know that my phone is a distraction. My phone is a distraction. And so when I plan to do certain things, my phone is in another room, it's on silence. Whoever wants to call me then, I'm so sorry, you will not be able to get me. My phone is a distraction. I also know that sleep for me is a distraction, right? So I don't go into my room, I don't get into the bed until I know that I have certain things checked off, because an object in motion stays in motion and an object at rest tends to stay at rest. So we want to make sure that we continue to remain in motion and not go into certain areas, not go into certain places, not pick up certain things, not go to the refrigerator if you didn't put a little snack time. And I'm not saying that your routine cannot be like thrown off or you can't do anything different in your routine. You can. But know the thing that sabotages you. If you know that you're the type of person that when you eat, you need to go to sleep, don't go and eat, because then you're sabotaging your routine, what you put in place to get done. Make sure that we are blocking those distractions in 2024, because we want to meet our desired results. And last but not least, in regards to balancing out our time, balancing it out, making sure that we're not imbalanced in certain areas, right? We want to balance out our time, so we need to prioritize. Know what needs your attention now. No deadlines. First things first. I'm learning that. That one I am learning. I'm learning to prioritize, because if I don't prioritize, there are some deadlines that I won't meet. And I realize that meeting deadlines is very important, because there are things that need to get done by a set time. And if I'm busy doing something else that doesn't need to get done right away, then I'm not being productive. And when I'm not being productive, for me, I don't know about anyone else, but when I'm not being productive, I don't feel at my best. And then it kind of brings in some negative self-talk, and then it just brings me down into depression. So let's not go there. Let's not do that. So we're going to prioritize and do first things first. So those are some nuggets, falling. Catch them in 2024. Those are some nuggets that we can use to make sure that we are balancing out our times and that we are taking full advantage of our time. If you watch my short, I said in my short that Dr. Miles Monroe, he spoke about time. And that right there, it hit me differently. That one hit me differently because he spoke and he said that time is a gift from God. It's a gift. Because what we got wrong, because while we're doing our planning and everything else, we're going to make some mistakes. But in time, we still have tomorrow that we can make up for our wrongs today. We're able to make ourselves a better person tomorrow. So when we mess up and we don't hit whatever we say we're going to hit today in this time, tomorrow is another day to perfect, to get better, to improve ourselves. So stars, give me a thumbs up if this was helpful for you. Make sure to share this with someone else. Tell me in the comment box down below, what are some things that distract you? Do you have a routine in place? Do you have a plan for yourself? Is your plan written down? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about some time management concerns that you may have in the comment below. And make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And thank you for watching Shae's Equilibrium. Remember, we are stars and we can do only what stars do. We shine brightly.